What up? I'm Meet and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things YouTube drama and current events, but we do it in a way that is fair, reasonable, and as unbiased as we can be. So thank you for joining me this morning for your morning coffee. I wanted to go over a few things that you may have missed this week because a new week is about to start, and of course that means new drama is going to be coming in. So just a few things that you might have missed, and let's go ahead and get into it. A few days ago, Rich Lux's apartment was broken into by two girls, and he said it doesn't appear as if they stole anything, but they did tie his towels together in order to get out. It seems like they robbed another person on his floor and then broke into his apartment in order to get out and leave. And so he has the video from his home security where they're in there, they're fighting like with each other, running around just trying to figure out how to get out. And it's crazy to watch because he was home when it happened. He was sleeping in his room and he said he had the door locked, and so he didn't hear anything, he didn't wake up to anything. The only way that he knew to check if anything was missing or look into whatever happened was because the concierge at his apartment complex texted him and was like, hey, are you okay? Is everything good? And so he shared that. He shared the footage of all of it. And he said it's just really unsettling when you don't know, somebody who's been in your house. Somebody breaks in, they're there without permission. It's just really weird. And so I feel bad, nobody deserves to have their home broken into and have their things touched. And even if they didn't take anything, it's still a total violation of privacy. So I hope they figure out who did it, who those girls were, and most importantly, I hope that his neighbor gets his stuff back because his neighbor was robbed. A second thing you may have missed, which I would be surprised if you had, was Jaclyn Hill posted either to her Instagram story or her Snapchat story about how she wanted to include some of her fans in her next video. She was going to be FaceTiming with them and doing her makeup, and so she was like, if you want to be in it, message me your phone number and I'll let you know if I'm gonna pick you to be in it. And that resulted in people tweeting publicly their phone numbers to her in the hopes of getting picked, which then led to other people getting fake numbers using Google number and texting them back and saying that it was Jaclyn Hill, pretending to be her, and just, I don't know if they scammed them at all, but they really got their hopes up about it actually being Jaclyn Hill when it wasn't. She eventually tweeted, guys, I'm not texting you. If you get a text from me, it's not actually from me. And Nick Snyder made a good point. He's like, I don't think this was the best way for her to announce that or for her to approach it. She probably should have said, either respond to me in this or like this picture, whatever, and I will contact you and ask for your information directly if I'm interested in talking to you, because that would have avoided a lot of chaos. And younger people, I'm assuming it's mostly younger people who were tweeting their number publicly, wouldn't have gotten their hopes up and wouldn't have been contacted and put their actual personal information out into the world for just anyone to have. So I think it's a really cool idea. Execution / approach could have been better, but yeah, I mean, we're kind of used to that foresight not really being there for Jaclyn Hill, but she is such a huge influencer that she's really got to think about this stuff before she actually puts it out into the world. So hopefully she learned from this, and like I said, it's a really cool idea. So if she decides to do it again, I hope she learns from this and goes with a different approach, a more, I'll contact you, like this photo, leave a comment here if you want to be selected, and I will decide, from here on out, and I'll contact you. Third thing you may have missed, James Charles's mini palette. He revealed it yesterday. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's shade towards Shane and Jeffree because he is announcing it and he's doing behind the scenes, showing kind of backstage information about creating a palette, doing photo shoots, stuff like that. But I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I think one of his regular posting days is Friday, and if this palette is coming out soon, I think it's just a coincidence. But basically he announced the mini palette, the mini version of the James Charles Artistry palette. It is the exact same colors, exact same placement, which he, it's not like he's trying to hide it, but it is just in a smaller, more compact format. It's about half the size of the original palette, and it has a mirror. And then there is also a set, like a mini set of brushes, which is just like the essentials for doing makeup looks. And a lot of people are dragging this. Like, I was trying to read through his comments, and apparently he had an issue with the audio for the first hour or so, and so a lot of people were just commenting that they couldn't hear him. That was basically all the comments on his video, but on Twitter it seems to be half and half. Like, his fans are super excited, and they're like, oh, me already has the Artistry palette, James comes out with a mini one, all right, I'll buy it. Like, they're excited, they're supporting him, he's one of their favorite creators. But a lot of people who aren't necessarily his biggest fans are pretty upset. They're not upset, they are calling it out for being ridiculous. They're saying this is a cash grab, this is just another way to make money, this is stupid, there's no way it took you 9 months to do this, all of that. And I see where they're coming from. I definitely think it is a cash grab, but at the same time, if people want to buy it because they like James, they're going to buy it. It's, I don't think there's anything wrong with releasing the mini palette. I think it's a cool idea for sure, because like, the average person doesn't want a huge palette that doesn't have a mirror, that's going to take up a ton of space and just generally overall be clunky. So I think it's really cool because you're going to get all the same colors. It's going to be less expensive. Like, the average person, to me, does not go through that much eyeshadow, like, so you don't need that huge palette with all the pans and everything. So I think it is a cool idea, but I think he's kind of overhyping it. Like, this did not take you that much work. This did not take you that much time to come up with. It's just condensing the original palette. So I'm in the middle on there. I think if you like it and you want to support James, you're going to get it. You're not going to care. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to buy it. Anyway, moving on. The fourth thing that you might have missed is Carly Bible's new collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills was leaked and then announced. And the palette looks beautiful. I watched Carly's video of her swatching it and explaining why she chose all the names, and that is a super like, everyday palette. It is something that the average person who really doesn't do kind of dramatic or elaborate looks would definitely be able to use and get a lot of use out of. It's nothing too dark, it's nothing too overwhelming. I mean, it is their standard pan of eyeshadow, like the standard size, so obviously it being too many colors is not going to be a problem, but it is a really cool palette, and I think it's awesome. I don't know if I'll buy it, to be honest. Anastasia Beverly Hills has been coming out with so many things lately that I think it doesn't cheapen the brand, because I'm sure it's still the same quality, it's still the same, like, formula and pigmentation, and it's going to perform beautifully. It looks like it's going to perform beautifully, but there's something about when you are only releasing products every few months or a few times a year that makes it feel very exclusive, and like they took a lot of time on it and they perfected it, and just makes me want to buy it more. I'm sure, like I said, the quality is still going to be great. They, other than Subculture, their quality is amazing, so I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But I don't know, they've said that, like, things have been leaked, and so that's why they're coming out with so many products, like, so quickly, one after the other. But obviously, if the products are ready enough to be getting leaked, I don't know, you already have the quality, everything's already been created, everything has been produced and ready and packaged. So I mean, I don't know how much the leaking influenced the time that it was between being leaked and actually being sold. That's just me. What do you think? Are you going to buy it? Do you think that they're kind of pulling like a makeup revolution or a ColourPop by coming out with so many things so quickly, especially with how pricey they are, that's kind of a problem, but people can spend their money however they want. But I don't know, for a more expensive brand, I just want something to feel more, not exclusive, but like they took their time and put their effort into it. If I'm going to be spending $40-$50 on something, on an eyeshadow palette, I want it to be worth it. But I mean, that's coming from somebody who, the last eyeshadow palette I bought was last December, and it was the Soft Glam palette. So that's just me. And the fifth and final thing that you might have missed this week was Trinity J. She is a YouTuber. She doesn't really get involved in any drama, so she's not smaller. She has over 700,000 subscribers, but she really just isn't involved in anything. She does a lot of like eating just pink foods for the day or eating lemon foods for the day. Like she'll do cooking videos and food challenge videos, and I really enjoy her a lot. But the reason that I am talking about her is because last week she announced that she is pregnant with her boyfriend Steven, and congratulations to them. But it seems like a lot of people are giving her some really negative feedback on her pregnancy and her announcement and everything, and I just wanted to talk about it just real quick because she believes in God. She appears to be very religious. She doesn't talk about anything like raunchy or sex related in general. So I think maybe that's why it's coming as a surprise to a lot of her viewers. But she said, she's like, yes, this baby is a surprise, but the father is planned. Like this baby would not have even been a possibility if Steven wasn't the person I had chosen like to be the father of my kids. And so I don't know, I think a lot of people are just upset because people are still just weird about it. They're weird about religious people having premarital sex, getting pregnant, like doing all of these things outside of marriage. But I don't think it's anyone's place to judge her or her decisions just because she has a belief in God. I mean, not to get too religious or anything, but she's a person at the end of the day, and so is everybody else. It's no one's place to judge her, get down on her, do whatever. Like, she's having a baby. She's gonna be a mom, and that's super cool. So I just wanted to talk about it real quick and just give the overarching statement of, if somebody is announcing that they're pregnant, they're obviously, like, on social media, they're obviously going to be excited about it. Let them be excited, support them. Don't tell them. She put a video out eating only lemon foods for the day. Or, no, she did that. She did do that, but she also put eating, like, a spicy chicken sandwich, how to make it, and people are telling her not to eat it because she's pregnant. Like, she doesn't need to hear that. You don't need to tell her what she can and can't eat. She is an adult. Either be happy for her or don't follow her, don't comment, don't do whatever. That's just my opinion. But there we have it, 5 things that you may have missed this week. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of the topics that we touched on. Rich Lux getting his apartment broken into, Jaclyn Hill causing chaos on Twitter, James Charles's mini palette, Carly Bible's new collaboration with ABH, and people giving their opinion to pregnant influencers and trying to tell them how to be pregnant and how to live their life. With all that being said, that is it for this week. I hope that you enjoyed having a morning cup of coffee with me, because I enjoyed having one with you. Like I said, leave me a comment below on what you think about these stories, and thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would like or subscribe to my channel, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I am so appreciative, and I love being able to just hang out with you and talk about literally anything. All right, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Go out there, tackle the day now that you have had your cup of coffee, and remember to go out there and be the voice of reason in a world full of crazy. Bye.